Okay. Do you have anything? Just a helmet that's not as good. Why is that one 340? The other one was 170. Oh, because that is pristine. It does the same stuff, though. It protects the same amount. That's weird. Hey, how do I disconnect the power so I don't fry my brains when walking out of here? Guess I can't. Can I get back there from this way? I gotta go this way, right? Because I somehow went the back way the first time I tried to go there, and that was kind of weird. It doesn't seem like heavy armor slows you down at all. I don't know if it's like Fallout where or like Skyrim and Fallout where like heavy armor slows you down. It makes more noise so you can't sneak. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Where's Thomas? There's Thomas. Thomas?
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
Who the fuck is Thomas? Hey. Hey.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Hey, how's it going?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing.
Very glad.
My power, killing off
Cut off
my
their
garden.
power.
Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
She kind of seems like a cult leader, honestly.
I want to ask you this in private.
Oh, fuck.
Away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
I flipped a coin. He just people back isn't personal, or I don't know you an explanation. Nothing personnel, kid.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator.
Are they slaves? They are paid.
Shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility.
Cool.
And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What if you were the manager, though? Okay, quick save. Can't quick save in conversation. I'm willing to deal with... Okay, what happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him.
That is kind of fucked
So I
up.
buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
I think if
Kill
you...
Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the veil bloom again.
Big fucking
The
brain.
soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth.
This is actually the most incredible
The secret
choice.
is human corpse.
I fucking knew it!
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years.
I called that
Marauder,
shit.
Worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Oh no! What happened when? What happens when you run out of corpses?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Ah, enough talk. Man, I called that shit. As long as you're not actively killing people for fertilizer, I don't really care. Like, if you're just taking bodies from the graves, they're fine. They're dead. They're already dead. It doesn't matter. I need to yoink this, though, is the thing, though. Can I loot that? Oh, my God. Eh.
What do you think you're doing?
What do you mean? I was just leaving. Or no. Whatever I want.
Do what you want, I guess.
Yoink.
Incoming!
I might touch you,
Don't kill her! Can you kill her?
Here we go!
Okay, I need to reload because, my bad. Kinda. Where am I? That's before I took that stuff. Okay. Adelaide refused to move back. You may have more luck convincing some of the other visitors. In particular, she suggested you should speak to Grace or Thomas. Should I speak to Reed first? Man. What a twist. Hey, Thomas.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Hey. Kinda my fault. I got those data pods, though.
No kidding. Really? Well, which...
The elusive part 3. Someone stashed it away inside an old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there?
Yes.
Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
It was.
That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
Barbody.
so sweet.
I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
Level
I've been
up?
saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Did a mod? Electrocharged surface. You want to survive without power? It's time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here.
Okay.
I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
Work with Parvati. So don't work at the cannery. You wanted to be an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one.
Hell yeah, you
I
are,
could do a lot of
brother.
good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox.
Very
just-
own.
Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater.
She won't live more than like 5
I'm
more,
as
so
good
it's
as
fine.
dead to her.
Leave Adelaide. Wait, why is that?
Adelaide hates Edgewater. Hates everything Edgewater stands for. Hates what that town does to people. What it did to her. We're the nearest she's got to kin. We go back to Edgewater, we may as well have stuck a knife in her heart.
So do I talk to Reed first? Like, is that the play? If I do this, let's try it.
Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end of her days.
Fuck. Okay, stay put. I'm gonna try to talk Reed into stepping down.
You know where to find me.
For sure, for sure. Wrong thing. My bad. Oh my god, level up. All right. Now I need bump, 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 bump. And then I have 6 points. I could bop 3 into science. Because once I get to 50 here, I need to put them in individually. I won't go in like that anymore. I could just put 2 more in and get 40 lockpick. Could also get to 30 for that. And we'll just do like another... We'll do a melee, I guess. Like, I haven't done one in melee for a while. That's fine. Apply that. Do I have any perks? No. So far, so once I get 5 here, unlock a new tier with every 5 perks unlocked. So I've heard that the max level is 30. I don't know if that's true or not. So that'd be... Fuck. Yeah, that'd be enough for 5 in each tier. I got sprint speed, pack mule, health. I'll need 2 more here. Time dilation meter max, vendor prices, companion kills, fast travel when encumbered, damage when alone, walk speed, TTD recharge. That's pretty good. Ammo stock and consumable stock, armor durability loss. That seems really good, actually. Remaining crit chance and armor rating. Okay. Let me talk to you real quick.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
The matter's been weighing on me,
Ooh, she's been thinking about
Zoe
going back
came
too.
back. But I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in?
Aw.
I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs.
Yeah. Thomas told me the same thing.
Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel...
Does Parvati have any thoughts on this? I want to know what her... Don't do anything hasty. I'm going to try to talk Reed into stepping down.
Sure. Suit yourself.
Yeah. Hey.
Something you need?
Need to ask you something? Nope. Okay. Well, let's very fast go back to the geothermal power plant. Grab the... Can I jump over this? Close. Ooh, very close. Probably just this way. It's the easiest, you know. So yeah, in here, grab the logic module or circuit or whatever the fuck it's called. Turn that in. Try to convince Reed to step down, I guess.
I wish I could do that.
There we go. Logic module. Don't really want the light assault rifle, but I will take it to sell. Probably. Okay, I'm 90% sure everything in here is done. Let's go. So yeah, most likely the play is to get Reed to step down. That seems like the most like diplomatic solution. I wonder how a no fast travel play would be in this game. Hey.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
I have that logic module.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform.
It is corrupted, though.
That reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it, then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Goodbye. Special weapon. Oh my god. This has one more DPS. This sounds way cooler. Speed grip. Mr. Ouch. Oh, hey. That's pretty good. Okay. So what are my options? Convince that there's a return. So they both want to move back to Edgewater. Can I talk with Adelaide again? No. We're already here. Just talk to Reed. Okay. And he's where exactly? He is up this way. Okay. You're fast as shit, dude. Save just in case. Hello,
This
Mr.
is a fine day,
Thompson.
friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Have you? The town's terrified of the plague. Abernathy asked me to steal medicine for him.
I am not without compassion for Abernathy's predicament, but the plague has taken a hard toll on us all. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
The fuck did you just call me? Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with the plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Dude, are you kidding? This town doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna.
Just salt tuna? What are you putting in those cans?
Processed, liquefied, retextured saltuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly saltuna. We've been experiencing
Kinda
a saltuna
sounds like
shortage,
that.
you see. So we've had to improvise.
Gross.
We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in.
Are you joking?
It all tastes like saltuna in the end.
How long have you been living like this?
Couple years, give or take, right around the time the first wave of plagues hit the town. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Do I tell him? Man, I should have got my light to 25. Fuck. She's growing her crops with a special fertilizer.
And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
Human remains? You're gonna make me say it?
What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I
Excuse
was
you.
wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
I'm not in the mood to argue. You want Adelaide's help? Step down.
You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall.
Holy shit. That
If
worked.
Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
What are your plans?
couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You wouldn't last a day outside the walls.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Wow. This can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
What if I say you don't have to do this?
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Take care. Can I get in here now? Can I have your key? I don't have pickpocket yet. Son of a bitch. Was it stealth? Pickpocket. Fuck. I put 2 more into lie, and I could have lied to that man. Hello. They didn't really seem to mind that it was dead people. There one in there. What do we do now? Return to Adelaide. Okay, fine. Spooky, ooky, pumpkin. Let's go. Hey, Adelaide. Yeet.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Listen here, bitch. I talked Reed into leaving.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Did my board reputation increase or decrease? Edgewater's better off with you running the place.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
You're not wrong. Take care. Now what? Return to the unreliable. Yeah, that's it, honestly. There's nowhere else to go. Where was the cemetery, by the way? I don't think I talked to Silas, because he owns the cemetery. Let's go back there real quick. Yeah. It's to the west, right? I'll just go back here. And try to figure out where it's at from there, you know? Holy fuck. Oh yeah, I did. Is he out here? Like, okay. I thought I could, like, talk to Silas. Ah, Silas.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Thank you for the warning. How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder.
That's the
Most
first thing I
of them
said to
is
you.
Grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You
Yeah.
best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater.
In
We're all
humor.
part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Looking to make a little money?
Got a knack for being discreet-like?
Hmm.
There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You mean to collect? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Mark
Abernathy. God.
He's a special case. I may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, sure.
Make sure he pays up.
We're gonna find him.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay. I'll be back. Bop that on. Let's go to Ludwig first. It's probably just faster for me to run, honestly. Maybe not, actually. What the fuck was that? My fucking ankles, dude. Hey, Ludwig. Please, let me up. Hey, buddy.
Never seen the veil lit up.
Yeah, shut up. Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did. He asked for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
Thanks. Got him. Oh, it was auto-saving already. Well, that makes sense. Go to the cannery first. Hey, Phyllis.
Somebody's been spinning a tale about a lost colony ship. Talk like that'll get you reported real quick.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Aww. That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm.
It wasn't sarcasm!
Out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though.
Oh?
Eugene was a good worker.
Oh, Jesus. You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist.
Yikes.
Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
It's an awful thing to say.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with.
Wow.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You can't be
I'm
serious.
plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Well, I'll let you get back to work. Alright, where's the next person? Fucking ankles, dude. Jesus. I can't take a fall, like, at all. Keep going, please.